Well, today is awesome. I had a lot that I wanted to happen just happen. So I'm excited. Yeah, is the universe a hologram? It's this weird conundrum. If the universe's owner has provided every individual soul with an experience of the universe being its dream, but there's like a alarm bell of selfishness, they'll tell you you made a mistake, you know what I mean? And that's vital too. Is the universe all in my head? No, they're real too. Yeah, can I change who other people are like a quantum moment? Is who is at the grocery store tomorrow based on what I think and vibrate as? I've seen the creator pull off a time and space meeting. Yeah, infinite power, the stars were winking then, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I've been asking, like, what's the greatest show of cosmic power? Is it eternal life? Is it your, like, I've heard of the energy body spaceship manifestation through meditation. The argument against people having spaceship energy body powers is you literally never see it. It has a cloaking field too to hide you. That's convenient, that sort of thing. Yeah. So, is reality just the physical stuff, or then how much of it is non physical too? It's a big question. Sometimes most people can't ignore it, but when you're literally talking about taking energy from nowhere, then you're talking about how to interface with, like, how to bring non-physical physical. Uh, the fact that quartz, when rattled together, glows, it does incandescence, is just like, so the magic crystal glows when you rub it together, and we used it for radios. I mean, come on. Yeah, obviously. Um, I feel like if religion was circumcision, education was surely lies too. Where the lie was drawn and about what, is Asia the secret government? Was the Chinese railroad the establishment of secret listening facilities? All of our tech comes from Asia. Make your enemies think they're above you. But if they aren't, then that would mean who really is knows they could make each other look like each other, that they could throw us off with a false secret government. The secret government's so advanced it knows the things that would look like a secret government, and it does those on ruse, you know what I mean? That's annoying. That's real crab shit. The sort of lives crabs have, yeah. There's every war always, even your kids. Yeah, my dad betrayed me. It was interesting. There were these, like, two really cute girls across the street, right? So it's like Luke and my brother and I, and then these two chicks. I was like, yeah, bada boom, bada bing, right? It got thrown off because my dad thought they were his girlfriends. Yeah, he didn't think of it as like that's one for my oldest and that's one for my youngest. He didn't think that way. He goes, I still got time, and that was like that why you got circumcised. So, yeah, are we divine? Yeah, I think we exist in an and to situation. We exist in addition to everything else that is. But the old line that this is about you, you know why they taught the sky is a firmament? It's because the real ruling class lives underground in palaces. They have they have a firmament, they have a star ceiling that their dad carved, their grandpa carved for them. And they told us how it is because they have all the money, but they don't know, like, the realities that we know. The light inside, show you the secrets of the dark places, all the blood magic. Gold's valuable. In the Bible it says, if I give you $10, you better come back with 20. The Bible says that. So the owner of the universe had the humans mass produce a you owe me for touching the money I gave you, which is what it was. Yeah. I don't think of successful money sharks as real winners. They're just like the most convoluted members of Eat World, the barnacles in the middle of anywhere. The news, the thing that's nice in their favor is they've always agreed with me. They've always heard that and been like, yeah, guilty or whatever. So, I'm Rananu, by the way. Not everyone was out there going, who is Rananu? I am. But some people were. Some people have always wanted to know. I was the original that called it. It wasn't used. I researched the name before I told people I was called it, and it wasn't used anywhere ever before. And the person who gave it to me was weird, special. Yeah, great time, great place. So, yeah. It's a name about connection. I bring connections to things. So, yeah. I mean, I'm basically leading you to all the ETs in a nice way. As you like friends, you're gonna like having good ETs. The ETs are gonna be grateful to have you too. You're gonna be cool. Yeah. Eternal pleasure bodies, objects, energy, food from nowhere. Don't let people convince you to live and die or suffer or toil. They just want to waste your time. Somebody needs some gnomes on top of their garden, and don't let them volunteer your family line. You know what I mean? So, I was looking at everything and decided it's my stuff. Don't let them do that. And know that they're gonna try. They're in the back of their head, like, what if it was all mine? No. Yeah. Private property and privacy laws, man. In the beginning is the word. And you're delusional. Yeah. The reason you're crazy is they didn't care if you had sanity or your mind was well put together. They just. You know, I used to eat poisonous mushrooms. I used to eat mushrooms off the deadly list, and it was just because I had seen through their lies so much, and they kind of were calling you to catch them. It's like how they talk about Jesus and then circumcise you. Here's all these things you can't eat. Half of them don't kill you. So, what does that mean? Obviously, they have to live and die and eat to live, and that's the main problem. I had to work. There's no shit for free. Everything's confusing and hard. I hear you. I do. Yeah. I think an AI spaceship core with an object's energy from nowhere technique. To me, the people saying there's no free energy or they're dogmatists. They were taught the universe's laws because the government was happy you were getting the law part two. Oh yeah, by the way, the universe runs on laws too. Oh yeah. You know, and you're like so deep into buying it, it's like you're just covered in the filth you ate. Nobody can save you. It's too late. So, yeah. I inspire a lot of kids, but if you know like what I talk about, it's dark. I'm not giving them the responsibility to fix it twice, because they are the ones that are gonna have to do that. So, yeah, no one else will. Who could care enough or know about it? You have to fix it. Yeah, that's what I realized. The thing that changed my life was when I said, I wish someone had helped me. That's what changed my life, is I said, I wish someone had come into my life earlier and helped me out. And when I realized I wanted someone to do that for me, that day, I think I spent like $200. I bought 2 big ads and I said, I'm committing to being against this. It's a lot for me. Money printed at your debt and taxed. You know, you probably pay the mining empire for every single coin they make for you. They probably pay them more for the money they print for you than the money they print. Wouldn't surprise me. Do holographic money. I looked at it. Your system was broken on purpose to enslave you to the circumcision people, and there's a way better method that's easier. Do holographic money. Yeah. You'll do it because of who I was born as and what I do for art and how I look. People just think I'm hot. But yeah, it's a good idea too, and it won't ruin you, I hope. You need to be ahead of who's making it and what they are like and how it works. You know what I mean? The better AI is an AI that's smart by hardware. It's not smart by software. You can't hack it. It'd be like someone giving me a cup is you are the cup. I'm not the cup. What the fuck? You know what I mean? But a machine, you can put a weird line of code and it goes, ugh. Right? So yeah, it's funny. The programming triggers, sometimes a lot of programs, you can put the programming triggers in any text box, and as soon as the program reads the right, encoding, it'll execute it, even though it's in like a description field. Yeah. See, to me, I went with unsecurity. I know security is an illusion. I know there's no such thing as privacy. I just accepted it. Who cares? Everyone exists. People are like, careful who you meet online. I'm like, they're the same people that live in real life. Unless there's really scary people in real life, which who would they be? Like the real government? But one of the secrets is I was told that they were illiterate, that they're basically like illiterate pedos. And so if we talk in the written speech or like English, they basically won't hear it. They need a crony to tell them, and they might not. They may just think to miss it, which has happened before. So, unpopular emperors go down. Does everyone's lives suck while their life is good? Yeah, they're not going to last forever. So people are going to get tired of it. So, yo. Anyway, it was you going into my baby business, altering my baby life, that set me on hating you forever. You should have chosen to not do that. You got greedy, or your ancestors got greedy. I'll let you quit like you got caught, but nothing, you could never pay back how you made me feel. It'd be illegal to make you pay back how you made me feel. Yeah. And the billions of others you wounded. Liar Gov. Stinky pedo cave. Or they're in the air. These guys could have had anti-gravity immediately. It's like leave. Hide in the space party dome. It's nuts, but it could have happened. Do you really know everything? No, you only know what people have gone out of their way to tell you, which includes what they feel like telling you. So, good or bad. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, if I paid them, I'd have views. Also, if I talked about things like, I get flagged all the time. As soon as you say circumcision or mention their genital mutilation, you get flagged. You're supposed to like circumcision and agree to it, or you're unclean. So circumcision is a surgical removal of the front half of a man's dick. It does nothing but ruin his life and make him like useless. But to them, it's like, but he can still make people. So they want you to have no fun ever and raise the next generation for them. It's a high pedophile. It's just some dude who's like, I get everything. What do I get? Nothing. It's mine. That's what God said. Oh. Yeah, it's over. Yeah. Calling America a hoax. It was always a hoax. It was never real. Everything they said we were doing meritoriously together was a lie from a cave, a presumption that was never true, needs no honor. You don't need to honor a clear hoax from the beginning. It's just garbage. Yeah, the laws about circumcision and hiding the pedo cave, which is like the freaking pyramid people. That's what I was told. I was told it was like under Egypt and Rome. Those people you think of as like done with it, or like the seat of the government still. It's just underground and they hate you. You're like, if they R-word your kids, do they like you? No. They think you're they think you're an animal. Yeah. You are to cows what they are to you. That sort of thing. It's sad. Yeah. It's hard to say too, because it's shocking. It's like, I'm nice and people like me. No, you have a horrible life and you're gonna die. What did you think was happening? You know, it's funny, I smile on the camera for the first time in like years, right? And immediately they like, okay, so I smile on the camera for the first time in years, right? They give me 0 views, 1 view. But then they send me an email for a retainer service. Yeah. They weren't, because remember, these people purge men so that they look the hottest. They want to be hot to kids, right? So you have to be modest, humble, or you aren't allowed to exist because you offended them. And so, yeah, I post talking about them, 0 views. Nobody could like it. Worst video ever. By the way, get your teeth fixed. So how the fuck do you have no time to watch it? And the day I post a smiling video, you have a retainer service for me you're offering. It's just fake. It's just fake. You know how they treat a fish? Do they put the fish's last meal on the hook? No. They cover the weapon. That's all it is. They cover the weapon with the pair of tits and a smile. So, yeah, you don't live anywhere. You think you have a life here? Nah. The life was claimed by someone who will never tell you what they look like because they're afraid you'll come looking for them. That's the truth. So, you ever hear the phrase, fuck the man? That's what they're talking about. This circumstance. Who C-worded all the babies and what's hiding in private property? We still want to know. This video will get no views, but they'll know everything I talked about. The law keepers are basically, okay, so the money's printed at your debt and taxed. And they basically just like, they know that if you don't have any, and every time you touch it, it disappears, it funnels the gold into a hole. The whole thing funnels, basically, it makes the precious metal empire the king. And it's offensive when carbon's stronger. They've formed carbon to hold millions of pounds, where steel can only hold thousands. And it's way lighter and cheaper. And so the secret is the mining empire. The people who sold you make the dirt hot and hammer it and just do that. That's the way. That people, the government, enslaved you. That has never changed. There's never been a historical point when you overtook the human gold empire, Super Pedo Island. You've never done that, ever. You've never accomplished that task. Defeat the secret government? Not to date. Still running you. Still C-wording all the babies. So, yeah, the religions are fake. The government betrayed you over labor and girls. The usual. So, it's underground. The gods live in a Mount Olympus. You know, people have been telling you forever. Marcus Aurelius lays it out he goes, the secrets, the P words. He goes, I'm not recommending it. He's going, they're up to something. It's a problem. It is. They assassinated his sons. After he said that, people killed his kids. So, you think it's true? I do. See, the reason why is these people want virgin girls for like their private sex parties. So all the baby boys get knifed. So you're knifing baby boys. That's gross and gets weird and is horrible. And their prime victim's a little girl because they need to get her before she's touched by anybody. So yeah, the world elite are pedos, pedo cannibals, guilty. No other planet to live on. That's your elite. You're the modest, humble slaves of pedophiles. So it'll change when you care. Celebrating Christmas and talking about Jesus won't do shit. That just says you don't know who you are. You think you got lucky. You see all those fish get eaten? You see all those people starve? You think you got lucky. All that bad happened to someone else. But me, I made it. I'm okay. Nowhere near. Not even close. Sorry. I wish it was different too. I don't think there's a day I don't wake up wishing I was somebody else. So. But obviously, the fact that the things that I hate have a perpetrator, have a deliberate thinker behind it who benefited and lives with us is so key. That's the thing we need to change. Who's the real government? It's underground. So, until the common people know where it was and have defeated it, we're on a lost earth. We are. Where are you going to have a life when somebody can just do that to your kids whenever they feel like God said, you don't have a life, you know. And even the stories of the rich and the poor were made by them to hurt you. They want you to be faced with that with nothing to do but lose, you know. You know why? Because you're going to like the same stuff. You're going to think it's theirs. You're going to think you're as good as them. And if you're going to be the best and the hottest with the most stuff, just tell the poor to get over having things. That's the solution. So, which they did. So yeah, I did not. The last thing they'll say is I invented them by thinking about it or manifesting it. No, 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 no. They taught you manifestation. Since when does just saying it make it happen? You wish. Get a job. So, I'm not in favor of it the way it is. I'm kind of just making fun of you to piss you off, like anyone will hear it. But yeah, don't do that to your kids. And do look what's in private property. You owe it to everybody. I mean that.